Hi, this is Your Will. I am Arkenstone, your host, and I wish you to become the best that you can be. The topic today is what is spirituality? People get the concept of spirituality mixed up with the concept of religion. Religion often is created by someone that was very spiritual and had a bunch of followers, and then people made things up about it. And when you get people who do not understand where someone is coming from and the people are gone, there are always people who will take up the mantle and pretend that they know what they're talking about. It's a difference between managers and leaders. It's a difference between actual prophets and self absorbed narcissists who play games. So, cutting the wheat from the chaff here, spirituality is developing your self, if not your true self. It is learning how to have conscious and aware, self aware control of how you act, how you react, being able to interpret the world around you from your own mind, your own critical thinking. Oh, yes, it's not based on belief. When I was younger, I went to a bar. I was dressed like a barbarian. I had a horned helmet. I had a drinking horn. I went to this college bar. I was having a good time. I was living it up. And people got to talking to me. And someone came up to me and asked, well, what do you believe in? I says, I don't believe in anything. I choose to know. No, man, you got to believe in something. I had to think about it. There are two things that I believe in: life. We have it. What do we do with it? Without it, we have nothing else to talk about because I wouldn't be here. The second thing is love. I'm not talking about love between a man and a woman or a significant other. I'm talking about having an absolute honest relationship with absolutely everything. And I believe that is the way of being, and I have since found that it is a truth of spirituality. Everything else, I choose to know. If you're going to develop your spirituality, you may experience paranormal and supernatural experiences, or you may have simple, profound moments of absolute clarity while living. And if that's it, that is awesome. Where you see the world for what it is and you choose to have an honest relationship with it. When you fail to have an honest relationship with it, we're lapsing back into our human condition because it's very easily to be programmed to survive in a bubble. Uh, People have frames of references: the rich, the poor, the inner city, the rural poor, the redneck, whatever pejorative that people want to attach to any disenfranchised group. They have all their own experiences. They all live within a certain bubble. They only see for what they want to see. And it's very hard to speak to them unless you live that condition. It's like you don't know how to be a mother. unless you've given birth to a child and raised a child. Same thing about being a father. Being a veteran, not someone who just goes to get paid and ends up being a soldier, but has had to fight and have that 1,000 yard stare and be able to understand it when you see it in another person. You'll never understand it unless you lived it. Spirituality is very similar. You have to open yourself up to experiences. A lot of spiritual traditions require initiations. It's to set up a set of circumstances for you to have some sort of psycho emotional catharsis so that a set of ideas, a set of behaviors, a set of outlooks will be imprinted on your mind and take effect in your consciousness so that it can help initiate a change in your being so that further initiations will make sense in their own time as well, but you have to take it one step at a time. It's like coming of age ceremonies. Some of us in high schools didn't have those coming of age things with their peers because they were not welcome. So there are some social conditions that even I do not fully understand because I haven't lived them. But as you develop and broaden your spiritual sense of self, you can apprehend it, you can understand it, you can even choose to emotionally engage yourself with it, and you can only understand it to a certain degree. But the fact that you try and do, reach out, you are developing yourself so that you can be empathetic to people that you have nothing in common with, instead of only searching for an echo chamber. We can all get confirmation on our own biases. We can all find our own special group of people that will say and what we want to hear, tell us what we want to believe, and become perfectly happy with it. That's not spirituality. That's confirmation bias. That's living in a human condition. That is not growing beyond yourself. Sure, you can learn how to rig the system that you're in so that you can get on the top of the food chain in whatever little psychosocial uh, ecosystem that you live in. That's not getting beyond it and growing beyond it. Being able to reach and live in other conditions or even just being empathetic with them. That's what spirituality is about. It is getting beyond your conditioning, beyond your programming, and experiencing the world for what it is, as it is. This is your will. Be excellent to everybody. Live honestly with absolutely everything. Have a great day.